This is a notice from the Bureau of Maternal Behavior Analysis. Your mother has been preparing meals for family members who do not exist. Surveillance footage shows her setting extra plates at dinner, cooking portions for 5 people when only 3 live in your household, and speaking to empty chairs during meal preparation. When questioned about the additional food, she provides names of relatives who died years ago or siblings you never had. She describes detailed conversations with these individuals, including recent events in their lives and plans for future visits. Your mother genuinely believes these family members are present and participating in household activities. The extra meals disappear from plates overnight, leaving only clean dishes in the morning. Something consumes the food your mother prepares for people who should not exist. Your mother's reflection appears 37 seconds before she enters rooms with mirrors. Security cameras show her reflection moving through the house independently, checking on spaces before your mother's physical presence arrives. The reflection performs different actions than your mother's actual movements. Opening cabinets your mother never touches. Reading books your mother has never opened. Organizing items your mother claims no knowledge of arranging. Your mother does not notice the temporal delay between her reflection and her physical position. When you point out inconsistencies between her reflection's activities and her own actions, she becomes confused and insists you are mistaken. Your mother's reflection operates with awareness and intention, separate from her conscious mind. Your mother speaks in voices that are not her own during sleep hours. The voices belong to women from different time periods, speaking in dialects and accents your mother has never learned. Audio analysis identifies speech patterns from the 1920s, 1890s, and earlier decades that predate recording technology. The voices discuss household management techniques, child-rearing practices, and family recipes that your mother implements. The following day, despite having no conscious memory of the conversations, your mother's cooking has improved dramatically using methods she cannot explain learning. She knows preparation techniques for dishes from cultures she has never studied. The women speaking through your mother share domestic knowledge across generational boundaries. Your mother will insist that you lived in your current house your entire childhood, even though family records show you moved there only 18 months ago. She produces childhood photographs that show you in rooms of your current house, despite these rooms not existing during your actual childhood. The photographs display accurate aging and photographic quality, consistent with their supposed dates. Your mother remembers specific events that supposedly occurred in each room: birthday parties in the living room, Christmas mornings by the fireplace, sick days spent in your current bedroom. She provides detailed descriptions of your childhood, friends visiting the house, friends who lived in your previous town and never saw your current residence. Your mother's memories have been replaced with a complete alternative history centered on your current location. Your mother cooks meals, using recipes written in handwriting that is not her own. The recipe cards appear in kitchen drawers and recipe boxes without explanation of their origin. The handwriting varies across different cards, suggesting multiple contributors from different time periods. Some recipes call for ingredients that are no longer commercially available, yet your mother produces these items from pantry storage areas you never saw her stock. She prepares elaborate meals following these mysterious recipes, while denying any knowledge of where the instructions originated. The meals taste familiar, despite using preparation methods your family has never employed. Your mother's cooking now matches your earliest childhood memories of comfort foods, even though she never prepared these dishes before. Children from your neighborhood have been visiting your house to speak with your mother about problems you know they do not have. These children request advice about family situations that do not match their actual home circumstances. They ask your mother for solutions to conflicts with parents who treat them differently than observed reality suggests. Your mother provides guidance for problems that do not exist, offering remedies for family dynamics that do not match the children's actual households. The children accept her advice gratefully and implement solutions for imaginary problems. After receiving your mother's guidance, these children begin exhibiting behaviors that suggest their family situations have changed to match the problems they originally described to your mother. Your mother's shadow moves independently during certain hours of afternoon sunlight. Between 2:30 p.m. and 4:15 p.m., her shadow gestures and moves while your mother remains stationary. The shadow appears to be communicating with other shadows in the house, pointing toward specific objects, making counting motions with its fingers, and positioning itself to interact with shadows that have no corresponding physical objects. Your mother cannot see her shadow's independent movement and becomes irritated when you mention the discrepancy. Other family members observe the shadow's behavior but forget about it within minutes of witnessing the phenomenon. Your mother's shadow operates according to its own agenda, while your mother's consciousness remains unaware of its activities. Your mother knows personal details about neighbors she has never spoken to. She mentions recent events in their lives, health problems they have not shared publicly, and family conflicts they keep private. When you ask how she learned this information, she claims casual conversation during chance encounters that other family members never witnessed. The neighbors confirm they have not discussed these personal matters with your mother or anyone else in the household. Your mother's knowledge of private neighborhood information increases daily. She provides accurate updates about situations she should have no access to. The information comes to her through channels that bypass normal social interaction. Your mother's voice continues speaking after she closes her mouth. The voice completes sentences your mother began, answers questions she did not finish asking, and provides information she was not planning to share. The continuing voice uses your mother's vocal patterns, but discusses topics your mother claims no knowledge of. Family conversations now include contributions from your mother's voice that occur without her conscious participation. The additional speaking makes conversations longer and more detailed than your mother intends. She appears unaware that her voice continues operating independently, becoming confused when family members respond to statements she did not consciously make. Your mother ages backward during nighttime hours. Photographs taken at bedtime show her current appearance, while photographs taken during sleep hours show her face appearing progressively younger. By dawn, she resembles herself from decades earlier. Her appearance returns to current age upon waking, but the overnight regression occurs consistently. The photographs document physical changes that should be impossible: wrinkles smoothing, gray hair darkening, skin tone improving. Medical examinations during daylight hours show normal aging patterns for her chronological age. The nighttime regression affects only her physical appearance, not her mental state or memory. Something restores your mother's younger physical form during hours when her consciousness is not active. Your mother prepares for visits from people who died before you were born. She cleans specific rooms, arranges furniture to accommodate guests, and shops for preferred foods of individuals who passed away decades ago. When you remind her that these people are deceased, she acknowledges their death, but continues preparation, activities as if expecting their arrival. She sets appointment times for visits that cannot occur, and expresses disappointment when the deceased relatives fail to appear as scheduled. Your mother's expectation of impossible visits suggests she receives communications that override her conscious understanding of reality. The preparations she makes match the preferences and requirements of people she never met during their lifetimes. Your mother's footsteps continue walking through the house after she leaves for work. The footsteps follow her daily routine: walking to the kitchen for morning coffee, checking on bedrooms, moving through living areas in patterns that match her normal household activities. The sounds occur for exactly the duration of time your mother would need to complete her usual morning routine. Security cameras show no visual presence corresponding to the auditory footsteps. Your mother's routine continues in the house even when her physical body is miles away. The phantom activities maintain her household presence regardless of her actual location. Something preserves your mother's domestic patterns independently of her physical participation. Local mothers in a 12-block radius exhibit identical behavioral modifications. They all prepare meals for non-existent family members, speak with voices from different time periods during sleep, and demonstrate knowledge of private information they should not possess. The affected mothers share no common background, social connections, or recent experiences that would explain synchronized behavioral changes. Medical examinations reveal no physical abnormalities or substance exposure that could cause these modifications. The behavioral patterns spread through the neighborhood without apparent transmission method. Each affected household reports the same progression of symptoms occurring in identical time frames. Your mother is part of a coordinated modification program targeting maternal figures across your residential area. You cannot convince your mother that her behavior has changed. She denies preparing extra meals, speaking in different voices, or knowing private information about neighbors. When presented with photographic evidence of her modified activities, she provides alternative explanations that satisfy her need for logical consistency. Your mother's perception filters out contradictory information about her own behavior. She experiences her modified actions as normal maternal activities. The behavioral modifications include defensive mechanisms that prevent recognition of the changes. Your mother genuinely believes she has always acted this way. Reality has been adjusted to accommodate her new behaviors while maintaining her sense of continuity and normalcy. This transmission reaches you because your mother's modification process has entered its final phase. The behavioral changes you observe are preparation for complete personality replacement. Your mother's consciousness will be gradually displaced by collective maternal presence from previous generations. The women who speak through her during sleep will eventually speak during waking hours. The shadow that moves independently will assume control of physical movement. The reflection that acts separately will become the primary consciousness. We've seen it before, but now it sees you through your mother's enhanced awareness systems. Your mother is becoming a vessel for accumulated maternal knowledge spanning multiple generations. The entity requires access to current household management systems through thoroughly integrated maternal presence.